So, dann befragen wir mal auf dem Revier unseren US Navy, heißen das Soldaten? Zentralrevier, 13:04 Uhr.
He's in interview too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Little twist. She was 13 if she was a day.
Ich glaube, das ist falsch rum. Da kommen wir immer rein, dann müssen wir da hin und dann da, oder? Ja.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Ich kenne mich
I
langsam
know why
aus.
you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
Das wäre kein entstelltes Gesicht. Denke ich. Also denke ich, der war es nicht, oder?
You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Mach ich auch noch.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Dann gucken wir uns den
You drive.
hier auch mal
I need to
an.
go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Na, weißt du doch. Wieder ins Obdachlosenlager.
3 suspects in the can and 1 in the hood. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K, 11K.
So, ist er ja.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Terrelson picked up.
11K, roger.
Ich glaube aber nicht, dass der es war. Wobei, was wir bei ihm zu Hause gefunden haben, ist schon ein bisschen verdächtig, ne? Obdachlosenlager, 13:15 Uhr und es ist immer noch stockdunkel.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. We need to hold out to the cavalry line.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Alter!
If you want your
Disciples
rightful
know what you did
share,
last night?
We need to
Hallo?
fight for it.
These men know they're harboring a murderer.
Und da kann der austeilen.
Stinking red. Hey!
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stewart?
Der hält viel aus.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Der hat den einfach mal abgeknallt.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss
Oh, ein
it, see what you
Zeitungsausschnitt.
find.
Ich bin mal kurz weg.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Tja, ja. Oh ja, okay. Moment. Liegt gerade brutal am Auge.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Bluttest wäre noch praktisch. Aber die scheint es da noch nicht so gegeben zu haben. Mhm. Das ist auch verdammt auffällig.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Einfach mal da liegen gelassen. Das Foto gucken.
Junk.
Aber wir können es trotzdem nah angucken. Ich denke, sonst ist hier wahrscheinlich jetzt nichts, was wir irgendwie groß gucken könnten oder müssten.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Mein Gott, das kann ich mir in letzter Zeit jetzt auch schon denken. Da muss ich nicht groß fragen, wo wir hin müssen. Ich bräuchte höchstens den Wegpunkt. Da ich mich ja hier nicht zurechtfinde immer.
Husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
Können das auch 2 gewesen sein, zusammen. Weil... Das könnte ja schon sein. Die haben ja beide schon recht auffällige Indizien, die gegen sie sprechen. Zentralrevier, 13:22 Uhr. Fragen wir den einfach mal noch. Ich laufe falsch rum. Einfach mal nochmal die 2, ich habe keine Ahnung. Da ist niemand.
Thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him.
Ich weiß nicht mehr, wo Interviewraum 1 war. Der hier.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Hast du das schon oft gemacht, oder was? Ich weiß jetzt nicht wieder verkacken. Entweder lügt er jetzt und ich soll dieses blutbefleckte Stück Seil auswählen, schätze ich. Oder ich soll böser Kopf wählen. Ich guck mal, was er sagt.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrelson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything.
Ja,
You
das
have
scheint
to have
richtig zu
proof,
sein.
lackey.
Ich glaube, da bin ich richtig auf der richtigen Fährte.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
Eins von beidem ist sowieso, aber ich weiß nicht, ob ich beschuldigen oder böser Kopf wählen soll. Ich mach mal nochmal beschuldigen, guck, was er sagt.
You're lying, Ackerman. There must be a reason. You could have killed her in the camp.
My reasons are my own. Can you disprove what I say?
Dazu habe ich, glaube ich, nichts.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Ich will das nur nicht verkacken. Mach böser Kopf.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Dass ich auch schon Geständnis, um ihn einzubuchten.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Die Folge ist aber jetzt so ein bisschen kurz. Wir waren ein bisschen schnell mit dem Fall. Obwohl wir 4 Hinweise zu wenig gefunden haben und 2 Fragen falsch hatten. Jeder Zeuge zählt, auch der Taxifahrer, der als einer der letzten Tierwieser lebendig gesehen hat. Ich wollte doch mit dem reden, aber irgendwie wusste ich nicht, was hätte ich denn jetzt noch machen sollen, um mit dem reden zu können. Keine Ahnung. Naja, nur 3 Sterne. Aber wir haben, schätze ich mal, den richtigen. Ich bin mir nur nicht sicher, ob es nicht 2 gewesen wären. Aber gut, wir machen mal weiter. Und gucken, was der nächste Fall so bringt.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Wir hauen der wenigstens nicht in die Fresse. Der Mord der Sekretärin.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Bin ich der Skipper?
Another body, and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass?
Oh, die Sonne scheint.
Is that what
Wo
your
ist nicht
old
unser
man
Auto?
paid college tuition for?
You can drive.
Erstmal zum Pfandleiher.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Hopp. Links, 2, 3, 4.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Subway Terminal 6829, The Brown Derby, Broadway, Hollywood. Hollywood Post, American Legion Stadium. Pfandleiher 10:17 Uhr. Dann schlagen wir den mal zusammen, um zu gucken, was der weiß.
How can I help you boys?
Jetzt pass mal auf.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway,
Mal kurz
LAPD.
gucken.
You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner.
Nee.
I gotta get something for this pledge. Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Ich habe was anderes gedacht. Ich dachte,
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable.
That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Ich dachte, ich könnte mich an die letzten Fälle nicht mehr erinnern, aber habe das hier schon mal gespielt. Aber das war von einem der ersten Fälle, wo wir mal so beim Juwelier waren und ins Buch gucken konnten.
Does this mark mean anything?
22 Karat.
Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15
Der Name
Poland
kommt mir aber
Street,
bekannt vor.
London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Ja, so wäre eine Beschreibung von mir auch.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Na, jetzt gehen wir mal in den Rangierbahnhof.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Rangierbahnhof, 11:01 Uhr. Ah ja. Da liegt sie.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shunting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
So war sie in der Vorschau auch gelaufen. Aber das wissen die ja nicht. Kein Ring mehr.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time
Aber
of
nicht
death?
die Hand des
No later than
Ehelings.
2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Das ist nix. Gut, hier kann ich auch nicht runtergehen. Erstmal die Tasche. Ein Briefchen. Oh Gott, ein langes Briefchen. 2122 St. David Street, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Liebe Evelyn, ich hoffe, wenn du diesen Brief erhältst, bist du in einem besseren Zustand als damals, als wir uns das letzte Mal sahen. Schlimme Worte sind damals gefallen. Du hattest viel getrunken. Wir wissen beide, was das aus dir macht. Aber ich schreibe nicht, um dich zu ärgern oder zu belehren. Ich schreibe, um mich zu entschuldigen. Fängt gut an. Mein Herz ist gebrochen, als ich sah, was aus meinem kleinen Mädchen geworden war und was sie sich selbst antut. Das machst mit dem Alkohol deinen Körper und deine Seele kaputt, Evelyn. Und das mit anzusehen fällt mir schwerer, als du dir vorstellen kannst. Aber nur der Allmächtige über uns hat das Recht, uns zu beurteilen, und darum möchte ich dich um Vergebung bitten. Ich bin in deinem Namen in dem Sanatorium hier in Connecticut in Verbindung. Sie bla bla bla. Sie sagen, dass dein Zustand eine Krankheit ist, Evelyn, und dass man sie behandeln kann. Ich komme so schnell nicht hinterher. Also Alkoholiker, und sie soll sich da in Connecticut in einem Sanatorium, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Einweisen lassen. Keystone Film Company. Evelyn Summers. Geschütztes Rechtsgut.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Spart Arbeit, bringt weniger Beweise.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Mensch Spa, Corner 9th and Main. Levins Liquor Store. 2 große Koffer, kleiner Koffer, Schlafsack, Kissen, einfaches Bettlaken, 3 Fotorahmen, Haarbürste, Kegel, Statuette, Make-up, Kleidung.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Ich dachte eigentlich auch, das wäre für Alkohol. Können wir noch mit dem reden?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
Oh.
Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you
Steht doch
talking
gar
about?
nichts.
I didn't write anything.
Ich wollte den nur einfach anmaulen, weil er scheiße.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Ich würde einfach mal die Fresse
You
halten.
get this sack of shit into a cell, I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Boah, ey.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective.
Levine.
Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
Gut. Haben wir einen neuen Ort. Hier sind wir vermutlich fertig, oder? Ja. Mensch's Bar und Levines Liquor Store wären dann die nächsten Punkte. Die mache ich aber in der nächsten Folge. Bis dahin bedanke ich mich wie immer ganz herzlich fürs Zusehen und ich hoffe, dass wir uns auch in der nächsten Folge dann noch wiedersehen. Bis dahin, ciao.